good afternoon, or morning, or evening, whichever. It's afternoon for me, and I know you guys are wondering by the title, what exactly am I going to talk about? I want to say that there's actually another component of what I'm getting ready to share with you, and if I don't title it part 2, which I probably won't, it will be titled something with reading, and I will just go ahead and link this video to that one, but be on the lookout. The way I laid this out is somewhat I want to say extensive, and I don't want to include everything in one video because I have to kind of break it down and show you how I came up with this and how it is working, in case someone is interested in doing this. This Perpetual unit combines reading and geography. There's also history, Bible if you choose, I think some social studies. So everything pretty much in a nutshell. I know we all like to simplify, and it makes things a lot easier. So I want to share that part, and I just based this on some things that we were already doing, and it was working fine. I just needed to up my game. We needed to add in some more things to the mix to make it a little more interactive. So that's what I did. Alright, so as my spine, we are galloping across the globe. Okay, if you don't know, you can stop and pause and read. It's K through 4th grade. There's also a CD that goes along with this. This is a lovely curriculum. It comes with the overview. It comes with the table of contents. It gives you Christmas around the world, you know, all sorts of things. It tells you pretty much how to use the book. It gives you a sample schedule. It gives you the book list. It gives you core book list. And I can tell you there are none other than this one that I'm using, because I have other things that I can supplement with. But this one is basically, like I said, the spine. So it gives you your language arts suggestions, your general activities. It has some recommended websites. Alright, and you can adapt it to older students. So, Introduction to Geography, where they just basically learn map skills, and then they go to basic geography and history and biographies, general references, literature, language arts, science. I don't know if I said science. I think I said science. If I didn't, yeah, that's a big part. Activities, and there's Bible. And so there are the continents. There's a word list there, word search, and pretty much the book is set up kind of the same way their little activities. Totally reproducible, so you don't have to use other things to, you know, you're not searching for flags and things like that that you need to print out and use because they're in here. Alright, this is continent of Asia, and I'm going to show you guys what we have done with Asia. So, it's giving you China. I'm going to fill in, and like I said, reproducible. So I will show you in a few minutes what we did. And it gives you the points that you should cover, or that you could cover. And so I wrote up my lesson plan and made sure to include these things. In the geography portion, in the history portion, I chose what I wanted to focus on. General references, and those really are reading stories and things like that. So like I said, the other part of this video, I will get into that. I will show you the literature part, the language arts, the science of it, ducks, pandas, the sloth bear, the orangutan, the snow leopard. So I basically highlighted one but talked about the rest. The activities, we worked through the activities, some of them, not all of them. Bible is, I did not per se follow all of the Bible lessons, or I'm not following all of the Bible lessons, or they are customized to fit our learning style of the Bible. Same thing with the holidays and celebrations. Here's your flag of China that you would print. And it goes on to South Korea. And so forth. And so that's pretty much the book. Some of the activities involve cooking. There's another, there's a reference to this book, Eat Your Way Across the Globe, I think it is. And it focuses all on the cooking part. But there is the recipes. So if you would like to use the recipes from here, or you have some of your own, you can do that. We did China, and we did Chinese food. So there's Japan, and again, all the way through, and you get these word searches and mazes and things like that to go along with it. This is a maple leaf activity for Canada. Hi. Okay, just a second. So everything you need to work this book is pretty much here, besides the she's sleepy. Besides the supplements that they recommend to you. And like I said, you don't have to use those supplements at all. You can totally customize and use your own, whatever you have. You may also need the internet at some point to look up some facts if you don't have those in a specific book. And a lot of these things you may utilize the library for the reading portion. So in the back, it gives you a recipe for making maps, the salt dough. This is a lot of fun. My older kids loved making salt dough maps. And then you have dictionary if you want to use this per country, or however you choose to use it. A biography. This is something that you can use for the kids to, you know, if you want more of a visual, and incorporate handwriting, some language arts in there, grammar, all of that, spelling. country report, animal report, and your answer keys to the activities and the word search answers. So, what other supplements I have to go along? Everything Kids Geography, from the Grand Canyon to the Great Barrier Reef. Everything you want in a kid's book. And here is Asia, and it also has word searches and just little fun facts, and they're really short and detailed passages, easy for the kids to understand, gives you plenty of details, and then it goes into the different countries within that excuse me, within that continent. So I said I'm not going to go completely through this book. If you want to see more detail, just let me know. And we have this wonderful Disney, Our World, that I found at Goodwill sometime last year. It's been about a year now. We love this book. This is just the go-to book. It's just awesome. Disney Around the World. And it just goes through each country and gives you nice details, nice pictures, and highlights on the people, the culture, the geography part of it, you know, the climates, what they do for fun, how they study, the animals, and things like that. So we reference this one a lot. I don't know where China is in here. Here's China. Fell right on the page. So, giant pandas. So we have covered that. And it gives you your fast facts right here. So, alright. And let me show you my other, because we were doing pandas, we focused on pandas. I chose what I had already rather than trying to seek out other resources, and this is an excellent excellent resource, The Adventures of Riley. And we have Project Panda. So, postcard, which is very essential in what they are, what my kids are doing. Just a nice little story, and then you get the cartoon pictures, and then you get a true to life photo, and it talks about what pandas eat and things like that. Gives you facts about China, the Great Wall, which we focused on. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way through here, but it also talks about other animals in China. So, kept them captivated. Trees in China. So, like I said, use whatever you have to bring it all together. And so let me show you one of the kids is what we're doing to pull this all together are notebooks. You guys know I love spiral because you can do everything with a spiral. So we pretty much study different countries and continents already. That's something we've been doing in geography, but now we are going a little more in depth. And the reason why I say it is Perpetual is because they are going to keep this notebook for the next couple of years and add to it. So we're not doing everything, but it depends on your child's ability to comprehend, and if they're able to do all this. I don't want to be the one to go in and write all this stuff, because that's not really helping them. There are some things that I am writing, but I want them to be able to put this together. So I'm giving them just enough that they can pull together and they can understand, and each year we will do something else. So let me get in and show you. So we have the 7 continents, and they're just going to, I just didn't let them do this yet, but this was, they colored this page before, but I decided to make another one and cut it out just to make a little cover. So that's that. On this page they have their little Asia. I think somebody has done already. I think this book, I already did it. Yeah, I did. And I glued the page together. Alright. Asia's the largest continent. It's in the Eastern Hemisphere. So that's that. And they are going to, what I did was pull up a couple of videos on China for kids, and they learned basic greetings. They learn how to say hello, goodbye. They learn a couple of fruit names and things like that, and they got to see a marketplace in China. So we're just going to write those things so that they can remember just those little simple things on here. Here is their flag of China. And also what we have is, I'm trying to see whose book did I do it to already. Somebody's. I think it was this one. Yep, it was. I'm showing you guys the book that I hadn't finished yet. Alright. We have our country fact file. Okay. So pretty much the same thing that was in Galloping Across the Globe in the back. But I am using this one because it's not, let me go back and show you. I don't know, I just like the layout of this one. It is pretty. Alright, here we go. There's a country report. And it just tells you the country, the continent, the capital, the language, kind of houses people live in, the food, major rivers and lakes, famous people, animals. Would you like to visit this country and why? So pretty much the same thing. Okay. So okay. Let me go back. And that page. All right. So they have covered the basics up here. They are going to do their own postcard. So this is the Perpetual part. They're going to work through. Not now, later on, because we still have another part of this that they have done, or they're going to do. Draw a picture of a famous citizen. The famous citizen is the Dalai Lama. So in order for them to draw, they have to know who the Dalai Lama is. We have not covered that because that is the part I'm leaving for next year. And I'm just saying next year, it's whenever we get to it, in the next 7 months probably. That's, you know, something I'm leaving for it later on. If your child is able to do those things and you can work through this at that pace, that's fine. But we are basically breaking it down to one to two countries per week. And at that rate and the things that we're doing in it, we don't have time to do all of this. So, and then writing a postcard describing the landmark. And so, let me see if I can find the thing that they have not done yet. Okay, I have it right here. Okay. Simple enough. They are going to color the panda because we focused on pandas. So we're finishing up with this today. And I saved this part for last. And it just is a visual reminder, something that they have hands-on. Because some of the things may be a coloring sheet like this. It may be a craft. It's going to be something artistic that's going to be added. But I, for the most part, want something added as far as the animal, a visual that we can put in the book. Not all things arts and crafts we can put in the book. So we're using the coloring pages for that. So, and it's also a way for me to, when I give them coloring sheets, this is also for fine motor. I don't want a million coloring sheets all over the house. And some things I do toss, some things I want to keep. And I figured this would be a good way to file these things in their Galloping notebook. Okay, so along with China, like I said, we just started with this notebook. They are going to focus on one country. Now, I'm only going to talk about this part of it. There's another part of the country I'm going to mention in the next video. So, they're going to study Turkey. So they have a country study. They're going to draw the flag. I'm going to let them do that. And they will date it. And then they will shade in their country on this map. They will tell me the continent. I don't know if I'm going to make them do another map. I may just, or another, another map by drawing. It just depends if I want them to draw. I may save this part for later. The country's highest point and the longest river. So this, like I said, this is going to tie in with the other part of the video. But I wanted to get this portion out, all of the, the printouts and paperwork. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. There's also for their country, they're going to do a menu. Well, they'll write a special food. What creatures are native to that country. What sport and any other interesting facts. Okay, this is the country part. The other part was the continent part. And then they will have pretty much the same thing for the country, but we're not going every country on the globe yet. We are going, we're focusing on certain countries, and again, that will make sense in the other video. So, I have also printed out flags for something else. Let me show you this portion of it so I can get this video ended, because it's getting kind of long, but thank you guys for hanging in there. They're going to get visas for the countries that they are entering, their passports. And that's where the other flags come in at. So they will learn about passports. So as I said, this is a lot of information, but this is a way that I figured it's interactive enough to keep them entertained. They are enjoying the way that I'm teaching them this, and it's not as, okay, let's sit down and read these facts about this country and that's it, or let's just write this down about this country, give me a report. So with all the different learning styles within my children, this is keeping them engaged. So they're happy, I'm happy, and they look forward to each day. You know, what are we doing next? What, you know, what country or what kind of activity are we doing, or, you know, what are we reading? They look forward to this. And in fact, we haven't, like I said, we haven't done the pandas yet today, so they're patiently waiting to get their pandas done. And I'll get these mounted, and we may do one more. I have a painting activity on this, but I may save it for tomorrow because it's Friday. So we're basically doing one activity per, or one section per day in this book. We cover one thing. I think that's how I wrote it out on my lesson plan. Maybe one or two things. I know the flag is like doing the coloring the flag is the second day. And we're doing this part the first day. And so it lasts more than a day. That's just how I broke it down for them. But it tells you in the front of the book that it is set up to work one country per week, and it tells you how to set that up, or you can do one country per every 2 weeks. So you work it according to your child's, depending upon their age level, is how you're working it. And like I said, because this is perpetual and we're going to continue with this for the whole 2016-2017 year, we don't need to rush through the book. And because it's 4th grade, and my 5-year-olds are not 4th grade by any means, so we have a lot of time in this book. Even if they were 4th grade, you could still there's a lot you can do with this book. In fact, somebody just asked me about it, and they are so looking forward to incorporating this because there are so many different subjects that are in this book by itself. So you can find it at Rainbow Resources. Hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I'm sorry I kind of kept you long, but I want to give you some ideas, and stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully I can get that out because we're in the middle of February. We've been doing things, geography, and another thing I have to share, rapid fire. And I haven't shared a lot of things, so you know, charted to my head, not my heart. We're just moving right along, and a lot of things have changed, so I need to catch you guys up to speed. But I wanted to get this out there so that you understand, because I'm sharing on Instagram and things like that. And if you see something and you know, like, wait a minute, where'd that come from? Here it is. Anywho, see you guys in the comments. Please leave me plenty of comments. Let me know what you think. If you like more details, if you're doing galloping across the globe, or how are you teaching geography, just let me know, because I'm always interested in that, especially when it comes to multi-age children at the same time. How are you incorporating this? Alright guys, be blessed.